Good evening everyone. This is the first video for all library science aspirants who are preparing for NET exam, KVS, NVS and any other competitive exams related to library science. Through this video, I will try to acknowledge you some interesting questions that can be asked in competitive exams. Let's start. The first question is, in which edition of DDC Table 7 was introduced? Like we all know about DDC. DDC is what? DDC is a classification scheme introduced by Melvin Dewey. So the question is asking, in which edition DDC Table 7 was introduced? And the answer is 18th edition. Now, look out some few points related to this question which may ask in exam, and that is the DDC is a classification system conceived by Melville Dewey in 1873 and first published in 1876. Also, we know about the tables related to DDC. Let's revise once again. Table 1, Standard Subdivision. Table 2, Geographic Areas, Historical Periods, Biography. Table 3, A, B and C. Subdivisions for arts, for individuals, literature, for specific literary forms. Now Table 4 is for subdivision of individual languages and language families. Table 5 is for ethnic and national groups, and Table 6 is for languages, and last but not the least, Table 7. Table 7 is for persons. But students, did you know that Table 7 has been removed from DDC? Now the question arises that in which edition or from which edition Table 7 has been removed? So the answer for that is Table 7 has been removed from edition 21. Yes, from edition 21 you will not be able to see, or you will not be able to see the Table 7. The next question is, for fulfilling which law of library science we write class number on catalog cards by pencil? I think you all know that while cataloging the documents, we used to write the class number with pencil. So what is the reason behind that? Why we are writing class number on catalog cards with pencils? The answer is for fulfilling the fifth law. What is the fifth law? Library is a growing organism. We are writing class number on catalog cards by pencil. Let's revise few points regarding laws of library science. As we all know, the 5 laws of library science is a theory proposed by S.R. Ranganathan in 1931. But students, please make clear that there are 3 different dates related to these 5 laws, and as per my saying, the second point solve the same problem. That is, Dr. S.R. Ranganathan conceived the 5 laws of library science in 1924. Next, the statement embodying these laws were formulated in 1928. You can say my point is to focus on these 3 words, that is proposed, conceived and formulated. Like the 5 laws conceived in 1924. Those 5 laws formulated in 1928 and the finally published as in published form. Those 5 laws proposed as a published document in 1931. I hope you got my point. Third question is, when the user asks for a book not available in library, which source generally helps the librarian to locate the required document for ILL? Do you know what is ILL? ILL is none other than Interlibrary Loan. The answer for the question is INTCAT. Yes, INTCAT. INTCAT is Unified Online Library Catalogs of books, theses and serials available in major university libraries in India. The INTCAT is a major source of bibliographic information that can be used for interlibrary loan, collection development, as well as for copy cataloging and retroconversion of bibliographic records. That is why I am saying that whenever the user asks for a book not available in the library, which source you may consult for your which source generally helps the librarian to locate the required document for interlibrary loan? The answer is INTCAT. The next question is, LANs can be connected by a device. Do you know what is LAN? LAN is a local area network, and LANs, that means more than one LAN, that is LAN, more than one local area network can be pronounced as LANs. So LANs can be connected by a device called bridge. Yes, LANs can be connected by a device called bridge. Now we all know there are various devices which can be used for telecommunication. So for this question, a bridge is helpful for connecting of two LANs. Now let's learn some few points or few, you can say, acknowledge some few knowledge about the same. A bridge is a type of computer network device that provides interconnection with other bridge networks that use the same protocol. Bridges operate on data link layer and they can be used to connect LAN. Students, please focus on some few points, like you all know that bridges are used to connect two LANs. Now the second point is bridges operate on data link layer. I hope you got it, where data link layer exists in OSI model. Now the third point is, you can say, you should know that there are two different types of bridges used to interconnect LANs. The first one is remote bridge. Now what is remote bridge? Remote bridge used to connect two remote LANs into a WAN. WAN means wide area network, normally over a slow link such as POTS and etc. And local bridges. The second category of bridge is local bridges, which is used to connect two locally adjacent LANs. So if I will ask to you, LANs can be connected by a device called bridge, but if you want to connect two locally adjacent LANs, then what type of device you would use? The answer is local bridges. Okay. Now Orchid, or you can pronounce it as Orchid, contains how many digits? Like, so first of all, the answer for this question is 16 digits. Now you should aware about Orchid, and the answer is here. Orchid is a non-profit organization that provides researchers with a unique identifier. These identifiers can be used by editors, funding agencies, publishers, and institutions to reliably identify individuals in the same way that ISBNs and DOIs identify books and articles. Yes, this is none other than but you can say an ID to identify a researcher who are writing any article, researcher who are doing any work. That person is provided by a unique identity through which that person can be easily identified for a definite amount of work. Now, next question is, the protocol used to provide security to emails is known as. Something is clicking into your mind? Any protocol used to provide security to emails? Is it SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol? Is it FTP, File Transfer Protocol, or any other? No, you are getting it wrong. The answer is PGP. Yes, it's pretty good privacy. Pretty good privacy is a protocol used to provide security to emails. Like now, PGP, I mean pretty good privacy, was designed and developed in 1991 by Paul Zimmerman. It aims to solve and enhance email security by encrypting the data to make the communication method more private. Okay. Now, PGP was the first public key. I think you all are aware about cryptography and the keys used in cryptography. So, the next point is telling about the same. PGP was the first public key cryptography software publicly available for free. So I think now you all are aware about PGP. What is that? Pretty good privacy, and why we are using it. It is a kind of protocol used to provide security to email. My next question to you is JUDAS. JUDAS database is developed by. Yes, students, please make it clear that whenever you are preparing for any exam, make focus on, or you should focus on the current upgradation in your field like databases, gateways, softwares, and any other further upgradation in your field. No, so the question is asking about JUDAS database is developed by. The answer is NICNet. I think you all are aware about NICNet. So let's discuss about JUDAS. The Judgment Information System. Yes, it is a full form of JUDAS. The Judgment Information System is developed by NICNet. It is a unique judiciary service for the citizens which lets you assess all the judgments that have been passed by Supreme Court of India since its inception in 1950, as well as the judgments by some other high courts on the internet. Question to you is PATHINFORM database is hosted by. Now, as you all are seeing that there is another database, I'm pretty much sure that many of you don't know about this database, PATHINFORM database. So the answer for this question is WIPO, and let's discuss about the same. The Patent Information Initiative for Medicines. It is a full form of PATHINFORM. Okay, and the initials taken for this acronym has been bold. If you are focusing on the slide, the Patent Information Initiative for Medicines provides a service to the global health community, particularly those involved in procurement of medicines, by facilitating easy access to medicine patent information. This data is provided directly by biopharmaceutical companies. Okay, so what I am saying is that PATHINFORM is a kind of database. And what kind of database? It is a patent information initiative for medicine, and the data provided in that database directly given by whom? Biopharmaceutical companies. And the whole thing, that mean that the whole PATHINFORM database is hosted by WIPO. WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. I hope you have got it. Next question to you is IDEAS is a bibliographic database devoted to. IDEAS is a bibliographic database devoted to. Another question related to database. The answer is economics. IDEAS is the largest bibliographic database dedicated to economics and available freely on the internet. Based on REPEC, it indexes over 39 lakh items of research, including 35 lakh that can be downloaded in full text. Okay, here is the end of the class, and before ending of the class, let's read up the motivational quote that can motivate you a little bit. And the quote is for that is, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Yes, this is a wonderful quote given by Winston S. Churchill. I think this will motivate you a little bit. For now, let's pack up, or let's end up the class. Thank you. Please subscribe and share the channel to your friends and colleagues so that your subscription and your sharing will motivate me to make more videos, and that will enhance your knowledge as well as mine too. Thank you.